So they're not boring?
They're not boring. They're starting to get figured out a little bit, but the bye's come at a good time.
Yeah.
Cripps against Brayshaw, Brody in there against Walsh.
Nat?
Yes,
Nat's
he'll be back.
His 700th goal.
Kick.
Only 441.
That's cute.
Do you reckon Tomahawk will get to the 1,000th?
I don't think so, no.
Righto.
The whole of the discussion of the bye round has been about them and what's happened internally there.
G'day punters, welcome to Chewing the Fat, Billy Brownless and Daisy Thomas. And what about this round? Round 15, all the top 8 sides play each other, Daisy.
Outstanding, Bill. After 3 weeks of bye games with some good games, some not so good games, we get treated to some specials, and this is one of those, second v first.
That's right. Stephen May back for the Demons. He owes them a few. He owes them a nice win here, and I think they win at $1.70, by the way.
It's been interesting, hasn't it? $1.70, probably a bit of value, really, all things considered. 10 wins in a row, then 3 losses in a row, got to the bye, so a nice chance to reset. The Lions have been pretty good. We think they're probably the clear second seed, but we find out a bit more about both sides in this one. I like the Dees. I'm not on the conspiracy theories and the alarm bells that are going off from many. I think they'll be too good in this one and have a nice, comfortable win.
So they're not boring?
They're not boring. They're starting to get figured out a little bit, but the bye's come at a good time. They need to kick goals. That's the issue.
Yes, exactly right. So that'll be interesting.
The big boys, Brown and Wiedemann, they need to stand up.
And maybe who comes in, who goes out. So that's what we'll look for there. What about this game? Carlton-Freo Saturday, Marvel Stadium. Freo going beautifully. They're equal top. They've had 10 wins. They're playing good footy. But Carlton weren't that bad last week.
No, they didn't play the conditions too well. The Blues, Fremantle are going along beautifully. We know that. Should be a cracking game. I think Marvel Stadium plays into the hands of the Blues. They've got the big boys up forward. Weren't as dominant for 3 quarters in the wet. And then Harry Mackay just thought, no, bugger it, I'll take an absolute flamethrower to the MCG. I think Mackay, Kerner, they'll be the difference in this one. The midfield's pretty well matched.
That'll be good,
Cripps against Brayshaw, Brody in there against Walsh.
Nat?
Yes, he'll be back. So it is a good game, shapes to be a cracker. I think some value is represented there at $2.05 for the Blues.
For the Blue Baggers?
I'm going to tip the Blues in this one.
All right, I'm going with you, Days. $2.05. You're a good judge.
Thank you.
And I like the value there, only a points bet. What about this one? Geelong, Richmond. The money's come for Geelong the last couple of days. They'll get Dangerfield back. Richmond will get Dusty back, which is fantastic. No Trent Cotchin, MCG, Cats home game.
Yeah, interesting that they get up to the MCG. Don't play too many games there until finals time, of course. Look, it should be a cracker. Tig's in really good form. And just scrapping around the top 8 in 6th at the minute. The Cats hard to knock again. They've been really consistent. The old boys getting it done. That 1-2 combo up forward of Tomahawk and Jeremy Cameron being fantastic. I think they win, not by a heap, but I think they'll be good enough against the Tigs. As you say, $2 or more earlier in the week, been absolutely crunched. So points bet punters with me on that one.
Well done to Tomahawk. His 700th goal.
Wonderful kick.
Only 441.
That's cute.
Do you reckon Tomahawk will get to the 1,000th?
I don't think so, no.
Righto. But a very good player there.
Good effort.
So go the Cats there. Now, 2 of the most disappointing sides last week. Sydney were poor, and the poor old Saints were poor. Who's going to bounce back and win this one?
Well, the Swans were disappointed because they were so good the weeks before. They knocked over the Dees and the Tigs, and they out-hunted both of them. They really came at them, brought the pressure. Port Adelaide then did that back to Sydney. They had no answers for that. St Kilda. Do we just put that just to wipe it?
I'm not sure. I'm worried about them.
Yeah.
So they're the one in the top 8.
Lots of injuries. They get Steele back, which will be good, really. Hard-nosed midfielder there, a bit of class as well. I think the Sydney Swans, as do the punters, they're $1.45. It is pretty short.
Yeah.
But as you said, I'm a little bit concerned about the Saints too, whether or not they can hold their spot inside the top 8.
They're the ones that could drop out. And Sydney should win that game. So we're both thinking Sydney there. And now Collingwood, who are on fire, playing great footy, take on the Giants, who I like at $3.05, by the way.
Going with the Giants?
No, I'm not sure. I just want to see what your synopsis is. And can you talk me into the Collingwood side?
Well, I can talk you into the Pies a lot easier than I think I could talk you into the Giants. Giants been okay since Spike McVeigh coming back. Knocked over, not much though.
Playing good footy,
playing
attacking,
a more
kicking
exciting
goals,
brand of football. They've moved some magnets around. Canelio's back to his best. Himmelberg half back and the full back line. Toby kicking 7. So it'd be interesting. We imagine probably Bruzzy Maynard goes to him. Collingwood would be interesting though because the whole of the discussion of the bye round has been about them and what's happened internally there, how they respond. I think they get the job done.
How do you reckon they'll to Goey? against the Giants.
Well, oh my God, I think the Pies will win, and that's why I'm tipping them. Punters agree, $1.35 at short.
I'm with you. I think Collingwood win this. They've had really good form. They've been up for a while. They've been up for a while. That's what I worry about there. But have you downloaded the points?
I have, Bill. Download the app today. It takes a minute of your time, and if you do, please gamble responsibly.